All right, y'all. So I'm gonna tell y'all a little quick story about people that talk too fucking much within their work and why it is not smart to do to shut the fuck up to anybody. Your mama, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your daddy, your significant other. I don't know. Shh. Right. So one time I had a client that was sent to me by another client. Cool. But they were relatives. All right. So the potential client booked a reading with me, and within that reading, they were telling me that they were sent to me from another person. So I was like, okay, who was the person? And they was like, my family member, blah blah blah. I said, oh, okay. So the reading went very well. And within my readings, and this was a guided consultation for private works though. Within that, we talk about the private works, we talk about what you need, we talk about a lot of different things. Within that, I say to my client, let me know if you're gonna book. I'm gonna send you an email. Of all the things we talked about, it's up to you if you wanna go make it a goal. Totally up to you, right? So they had already said, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I said, well, still wait on the email and then you can still decide from there. Cool. So they booked. They paid for their booking fee, and the private works commenced. As soon as you book with me, when that payment is tendered, my mind, I already know what we talked about. I know the flow, so my mind starts working right then. I start then looking at what ritual I'm gonna write out, because y'all, it ain't just what y'all see. It is, for me, it's a whole process. It's a process. So that's why it is 15 days. I write it out. I make sure I have all the conjure, the herbs, the roots, the conjure accessories, whatever I'm using, the tools, the magic, whatever. So I write it out. This takes me a couple of days, whatever. I make sure I go, if I don't have what I need, I order. I make sure it's in stock. I either go get it, gas, or I order it. Okay. So it starts as soon as you tender. That's why ain't no refund, because, bitch, I start working ASAP. My mind is work. Okay? So, anyway, the potential client paid for the work. As soon as I sent the email, it wasn't even 30 minutes. I already knew it was a go. Their family member then booked, I think they had already booked with me a reading that was days later, or they booked right after. I can't remember that part. Cool. So days later, I am in reading with the family member. And the family member says to me, yeah, I sent such and such over to you. And I said to them, I said, yeah, I know. I said, thankful, grateful. So I had a feeling that this family member thought the fuck I was going to talk to them about the potential client's work. The person kept saying in their reading, they kept talking in their reading about their family members' work. So I just let the time just tick, because, bitch, you getting 30 minutes because you playing with me. So I just let them talk. I ain't open my mouth, because I'm thinking to myself, oh, you one of them. What you think? Okay. So I'm waiting on you to finish your conversation about your family member. I have nothing to say about their work, but let's go with yours though. TikTok. Y'all, they did ask me specific question about their family members' work, and they were giving me what their family member told them about our fucking conversation. It was two things that was fucked up in that moment, y'all. Number one, let me guide you. Number one, I told that client, I said, I'm never talking to you about nobody's work. be it your family member, be it a friend, whoever it is. I said, oh, girl, I don't do that. I said, but what we can do is talk about your work. I think she clutched her pearls because she realized, baby, that ain't me. And if you thought that was me, I'm a realign your ass. Because I give what I want to give. But I would never answer questions specifically about somebody else's work and give it to somebody. Who is doing that? Who? I might show y'all something, but I would never really dive deep into the personal aspects of it. Because that ain't none of y'all business. Book your own work and get your own personal altar. What you mean? Number 2, fuck up. Why she knew everything that we talked about in potential clients reading. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So I'm not sure if the client wanted me to know that the potential client gave them the flow of what they booked with me, but I don't play that shit, because this the thing. If payment was rendered, that means you filled out your spiritual contract probably. And I remember, I think it was filled out with this client. I'm pretty sure it was. But in my spiritual contract or my spiritual form, it says, do not speak about your work to anyone. Blah, 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 blah. Self-explanatory. And you did it before the light was lit. You lied in your work right then. After the work was done, y'all, after I record a very detailed private video, it's condensed down, blah, 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 yeah, when you book, after you book with me. But your video, I don't send pics. I send whole videos. I'm very, very corporate. I'm very, very glamorous. I'm very, very well-to-do with my business. I love to show off and just give you what you pay for. Premium. So, but I also write notes, and I send an email. When I sent that email to that client, because you get an email with your private link for your video, and I let them know about talking about their work, and that if your work does not come into fruition, Spirit is kind of probably you got a little distaste from them because you already fucked up your work, so to speak, because you talk too much. You talk too much. And it was just on my mind. Y'all do not know how important it is to shut the fuck up about, see, I got to say it like that, about your work. Especially when you sign, because I do contracts. I do forms. I do forms. I cover my ass, because when you don't, it come back to bite you and shit like this. I'm saying spiritually, I want you to know that this is what you're doing. It's not justified for me. It's justified for your ass. I don't, my justification might be different than yours. Now, if I feel like a person is doing work about the same thing over and over again, I will decline to work. Especially love work, because that shit get on my fucking nerves. If you're not doing nothing else but love work, it's one person that I'm focused on, because I've been working with her for a very, very long time. She's my, just mine. She's the only one that I do that with. You will never know who that is, but she's the only one. If you're not working on you, I got a problem. I'm going to tell you. But this video ain't about that. This video is about talking and running your mouth. Y'all, can y'all believe that? Can y'all believe that? And believe it, me too. The client that sent the potential to me told me everything that I told them. Was asking questions in the reading, her reading, about their work. Like, really? And I had to let her know. I had to let her know. I had to let her know. I said, oh, we ain't doing that. You got 15 more minutes left in your reading. Because if you choose to do that in your reading that you paid for, okay, I ain't got no extra time to flow. Because you ain't allowing me to flow. You worried about somebody else's shit. Here's the why your shit is fucked up. Because I think hers was, it was probably about love or something. Relationship. I don't remember. But yeah. Just saying. Just something that I was just like, aghast, bitch. I was like, y'all, spiritual work has guidelines. Spiritual work has guidelines. And we don't be stepping, tiptoeing over guidelines and boundaries. All right. I got to go, y'all. I got a private that I just finished. I'm tired as hell. But I also got to talk to y'all about the new private access that is in my shop too. I think I'm gonna do them one by one so I can explain them in detail. Yeah. But anyway, bye.